Welcome to another edition of Interruptions. I'm your host, Otis Smith. Today, I got a young, brilliant actor to the left of me. If you're watching to the right of you all, he has a character, Mr. Rio Duncan from the Duncan Family, from the great hit TV show Carl Weber's Family Business. He's an underrated killer in this show. I'm talking no other than the fabulous Arrington Foster. How you doing, sir?
I am blessed. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. So, how's the how's filming going? How's with the new season and everything?
Oh man, the new season is crazy. We are well on our way to, finishing the season up. I'm back in Los Angeles and
Okay.
we got some twists and turns that the fans they're not gonna expect. I think that's what we love about this show is that you can expect the unexpected with family business.
Oh,
So
yes, you can. Yeah. Let me ask you a question because I know you're shooting,
mhm.
and I'm
I'm off
looking at.
today,
Uh,
but
no, I know you're off today, but I'm looking at you. I'm like, so I forgot to ask you this last time. How do you do with
Mhm.
the hair color and the stuff? Because I'm looking at you now. I'm like, wait, hold on, wait a minute. If he's shooting, what a color?
Yeah. So that's the most asked question. And I always tell
Okay.
people it is temporary spray.
Okay.
That's the movie magic. It just comes out.
Okay.
Um, we
Okay.
love we love playing with the colors, and I feel like we've done almost every color at this point. 5 seasons in, but that's Rio's character. He loves to be different, and the fans have grown to love that. What colors is he going to give next?
Right.
So shout outs to the glam squad and the hair and the makeup and the wardrobe, and we just have fun. We have fun.
It's funny you said that because I was getting ready to say, well, nah, you didn't do orange. Then I thought about it, like, oh, yes, he did.
We're gonna bring back some old colors that I think that some fans will be really happy about. So
So
yeah,
I have it. Okay. Okay.
we got to recycle them at some point.
You got okay. Got to recycle them. I'm gonna kind of go out of order just a little bit here
Yeah,
from
for
from
sure.
last time, but the same question. My friend Trey Haley, how's it working with Trey as a director and him allowing you guys to kind of own the character, make it your own versus just kind of sticking with um, I guess from the beginning, just sticking with the script of a character. How is it working with Trey, giving you guys that type of freedom?
Oh, Trey's great. What I love about Trey is that Trey is so collaborative. He
Hmm.
loves to collaborate with, what's already written on the page, with what Carl Weber's amazing words, and then just what we feel as actors. I always want to give my most authentic performance. And so, if there's something that I'm like, you know what? I think I would say this differently. Trey's always willing to be like, well, how would you say it? And let's do it your way. Let's have fun with it. And that's what I love about Trey is that he's always gonna, you know, take my opinion
Hmm.
and we create this world together. And so Trey's fun. He's funny. Love Trey.
Yeah, Trey is good. I've talked to him a couple of times just before you guys started shooting, and I was so happy because the other show Carl has, the Black Hamptons, is airing
Yes, which is
now.
airing now. Yeah.
Yeah, so and I had a chance to interview William Johnson, who plays the
Hmm.
lawyer on there. So my wife, it was so funny because we're a fan of both shows, right?
Hmm.
And so my
Hmm.
wife's like, I don't remember watching this show. I'm like, no, you watch this show. It's just been gone for a minute. I said that's the problem when we discovered the Black Hamptons,
Hmm.
we binge watched it. So then you know
Right.
how it is. It goes off, and now you waiting on the next episode, and it's like, nah, you got
Yeah.
to wait. I said they actually wait a year. They don't do like some
Yeah.
shows where maybe 2 or 3 months off, and then you coming right back. And like, nah,
Yeah.
they going for a year.
Well,
uh,
we appreciate the fans so much because, we've with both shows, especially
mhm.
Family Business, since we've been on for 5 seasons now, we put y'all through the ringer, like we
Well,
had to do this through COVID, through a pandemic to then the
yeah.
strike, and so a lot of the things, I don't want fans to think that we're just like keeping the stuff from you. We've just been dealing with, real world issues and
Correct.
trying to work through that. But the fans always, whenever a new season comes up, we see all the love and we appreciate it. And that's what keeps us going and employed. So we
Okay, I want you
appreciate
to stay
that.
employed. I want you to stay
Right,
employed.
exactly. We want as many seasons as we can. So we appreciate the fans for all the love. Because y'all let us know like what's gonna happen next? What's happening next? So we got y'all. We got y'all. Just hold on. But
How
y'all
did
got Black Hamptons right now to
okay
hold y'all over.
to hold us over?
Right.
How did you make how did you make Rio that character? How did you make it your own? Far
Mhm.
as when you got the part right when you got the part and they
Mhm.
say okay you playing Rio and you
Mhm.
look at the page and you're like okay he's homosexual but yet he's in this family who don't mind killing nobody if they if they got to go there if they got to go there
Right.
but how did you take that and say okay I want to make Rio different than any other character that might have been homosexual. I want to do. How did you come up with that? How did you come up with that for you?
Well, um, Carl, don't hate me, but I didn't read the book or knew anything about the show. Or what most people don't know is that we were actually filming a movie at first. The
Okay,
Family Business was supposed to be a movie
okay,
based on his brilliant book series,
books,
but
right?
once we had got into filming it, we were about to start post production on it. BET had kind of got word of it and was like, "Nah, this is too good. We got to make this a television series. There's so many opportunities for more seasons." So when I initially got the audition, I knew the character was gay. I knew that he was part of this family, and we've seen his character develop over the
Mm-hmm.
years. I just wanted to bring just myself in it, and then
Mm-hmm.
also just bring something new and fresh that I feel like we haven't seen on television. I think that what I love is that it's drawn up the conversation, especially in Black homes, Black families, that, being gay isn't just one way. You can still, you know, rock whatever hair color you want, whatever outfits you want, but still be a badass and still be able to take care of business when business needs to be taken care of. And I love that it's resonated with so many people, because I feel like everyone has maybe like a Rio in their family that may feel othered or feel like they can't stick up for themselves. And
Mm-hmm.
so when people be like, "Oh my God, Rio's such a badass," that makes me feel like I did my job to convey that. So I'm happy about that.
Well,
And that Carl's allowed me to, spread my wings and open up as more seasons have gone on.
sure.
And y'all gonna see some more stuff in season 5. So I can't say too much on
I
that.
know, no, I know you can't.
But
Hey, listen, I'm not one of those people to interview and say, "Hey, tell me something." I'm like, man, I hate when they do that because I'm like, they can't, they can't
right,
do
right.
that.
I can't. I can't.
So
But
why
yeah.
even ask?
Right,
but
right, right.
but you know
But
what I
it's been
like
it's
of
been a joy.
but what I like about the Duncan family is they love their brother. They love their
Mm,
like one another. Yeah, he made his your character lifestyle may be different, but at the same time, they're showing that it don't matter. He's a Duncan, and when you mess
right.
with a Duncan, you know,
You mess with us all.
what Larry say, only a Duncan can kill a Duncan. If you're not a Duncan and you touch a Duncan,
Yeah,
you're gonna
it's
wish
gonna be
you're
some
gonna
trouble.
yeah it's gonna you're gonna
And
wish
wish you
it's
hadn't.
wish you had but I'm gonna tell you, but what I like about that's a testament of how families are supposed to stick together. How back in the day it used to be I can say it, but you can't say it. Even though we may be saying the same
Right,
thing, but you're not in this family, so you cannot say with that type of thing. And
right.
that's what I like about watching the Duncan family, as far as like the underlying tone of the show,
Hmm.
is that they stick together. You guys will call each other out, far as for each other's mess or whatever. But at the end of the day, the family is the family, and
Right. That's the foundation.
yeah, and more people should own that as a family that look, we're not gonna always get along, we're not gonna always agree, but one thing we have in common is that blood that's running through your veins as one. So we must stick together, and that's what I like about uh the show. And I like that moment that you had with LC, because that's a real moment when he's saying, well, I don't agree with your lifestyle, and then in the next breath, hey, I need you to do something for me.
Right, exactly, exactly.
Like,
I need you to
what?
go get kidnapped by Alejandro. No,
What
that's a beautiful scene. I love that scene, and I mean, working with Ernie Hudson is a dream. He's a legend.
Yeah, that's an OG there. Yeah.
Freaking been in the game for decades. Just having that scene with him is very very special. I think that's great.
That's
I've learned a lot from him.
I'm
Him
a
and Valerie. Valerie's amazing.
oh my God. Oh
Queen,
my
queen.
queen. Really, really. I mean, really the queen,
Hmm.
the matriarch of the family. And I love the what people, it depends on where people are. I would tell anyone, if you haven't seen this show or you just watching it, go back to season one and follow to where they are now, because the evolution of the show, what you're talking about, at one point, it's almost like you didn't see the guys do nothing. Like it was like the guys didn't kill nobody. It was Sasha, it was Paris, it was
Yeah,
London. I'm
yeah,
like, man, he get the women to kill everybody, man. What's going on? What the brothers gonna do?
yeah.
And then your character is always that like playing spades. It's that card that cuts that you never think that is going to
It's a
cut.
wild card.
It's
It's
a
a wild
it's a
card.
wild card because you like, okay, Rio's over here, Rio doing this thing, Rio doing Rio things, and then last season your character had to let Sebastian know, like, hey, don't get this twisted, brother. Don't
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
don't, don't, don't get. And I like the different dynamics. And you're right, it is more, I would say, successful, because I think if you did a movie, you could do it,
Hmm.
but then you guys would have to be in that same box as like Fast and the Furious, where you would have to keep
Right,
making it
right.
but with a series, like you said, you can unravel different layers of the
Hmm.
character. And so I'm excited for this season, because now I want to say, it's like, oh man, they let Michael J. White out. Oh Lord. Oh, what? This really
Yeah,
about to get wild, because you can't have Mike out and he don't do nothing.
yeah, yeah. Vegas was in jail for a minute, but he out. He out.
The thing I want to know, and not for you to give it away, I'm just talking about
Mhm.
to see it of the show. Me and my wife talked about is, hold on, you mean they could have got Vegas out a long time ago and never got Vegas? Oh, hold on. I say he got to write something that might come up as an issue, because how is it all of a sudden now you just decided go do this here and get Vegas? I said, that threw I'm talking about the end of last season. That threw
Mhm.
me for a look. I said, wait a minute, you been had the power to get Vegas out there. I said, okay.
Listen, answers will be revealed in the
Right.
new
I wasn't
season.
looking for I just want you to know I was paying attention. I just want you
Oh
to know
yeah, absolutely.
I was paying
They left
attention.
them off with some cliffhangers for sure. Definitely.
The what about because I know you also had some theater background, and
Mhm.
um what do you, in your theater training, what from your theater training, what have you brought to the film and TV era that you took from film that allowed you to really hone in on your craft and make this character so memorable?
Yeah, I think my training in theaters definitely helped me a lot. I think that just the professionalism, being on time, that rehearsal process is very important, and just practice, practice, practice. And then just really diving in the character. And then once I've done all the work, you know,
Mm,
then I can get on set and I can play and I can have fun with it because I've done the work prior. And so I think theater is always something that I cherish because it taught me a lot of discipline when it comes to just the script analysis of
okay.
of the character. So yeah.
what I know uh when I had a chance to interview legendary actor director Bill Dukes, and he talked
Mm-hmm.
about, starting from the theater aspect, talking about
Mm-hmm.
acting is being, and then
Mm-hmm.
when you're being, you also now have to learn how to be with your castmates.
Mm-hmm.
And how was that also help you? Because it's one thing to, like you said, to create that, your character, know your lines, and make your
Mm-hmm.
character alive. But how is that also being in with your castmates, and bringing a
Mm-hmm.
collective, cohesive experience to the public?
I'm so fortunate because I'm working with some legends, some people that have done this. I feel like I'm just the new kid on the block. And so to be able to work with people that have done this before, we just have fun. I feel like now 5 seasons in, I know what everybody's gonna bring to the table. I can trust them. I can trust that like we can just go on this journey
Okay.
and just bounce off of each other. It's such a great chemistry. And I feel like what most people may not know is that, probably by season two,
Mm-hmm.
when the pandemic first hit,
Mm-hmm.
we were quarantined together, a lot of the family, while we
Oh,
were making the show,
okay.
to stay healthy, to stay safe. We would get COVID tested. We would be
Mm-hmm.
putting this is right when studios could start going back to work. And so we really got to know each other even more behind the scenes because we were forced to live in the same quarters. And I think that just brought us closer as a family. And I think that bleeds on screen. I think that's why
Yeah.
people can feel the authenticity of it because we genuinely, and I'm not just saying this, like we
Mm-hmm.
genuinely care about each other. Like if I need to hit up, one of my castmates, they'll respond back. We all support each other and whatever they got going on and their different projects. And so
Mm-hmm.
it just reads on screen. I genuinely have fun with my castmates and we have the best time. People would, for a serious heavy show, they would be surprised though that we are all like goofy behind the scenes and just joking around and laughing. We just have a good time. We genuinely support each other. When I'm not on set, I'll just come, because it's such an ensemble cast.
Right.
I'll just watch and just take in what they're doing. And we support each other when everybody else is doing their scenes. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not just okay, we did our thing, now we just go home, you
Right.
know?
When did you feel like that you belong? Like, was it there a scene or something where doesn't matter who you were acting with, whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
that you felt like, yeah, yeah, because like you said, you're with these with Valerie,
Mm-hmm.
I can't think his name right now, Mr. LC Duncan. I forget his
Mm-hmm.
Ernie. I'm sorry,
Ernie.
Ernie, and Darren. You're dealing with, like you said, a lot of veteran actors. When did you feel
Mm-hmm.
like within the show you was like, yeah, I'm holding my own. I belong here.
Um, I think honestly I always felt very welcomed when I first started the show, but I
Sure,
think
sure.
definitely by the season finale when we had that dinner scene, that infamous dinner scene, you know, we're a family, goddamn it. Like I feel like that was the first time we were kind of all together,
Right.
besides some other characters, but it really felt like we were a real family in that moment. And I really felt like I was like, I really feel like this show is gonna be successful. Like I think we just knew it because it just felt so right. It felt like everybody was in their character, in their part, and we created something really, really special that I feel like was needed, especially on a network like BET, showing viewers that a Black family can be successful, can
Right.
have nice things, but still show that essence of family. Um, I think that's when I was like, yeah, we the Duncans, we here, we here.
When you stated that the way you guys support each other, and sometimes we'll watch a scene, that somebody else is doing.
Mhm.
Do you sometimes have to hold your laughter in when they let Miguel
All the
just
time,
go? When Miguel
all the
just
time,
go,
all the time. No, Miguel,
Miguel
Miguel is a trip.
Miguel
I've never
character.
met someone with so much energy, but I love Miguel. Miguel is like he's like that crazy uncle, at the cookout that
Yeah.
you can't tame. He's just gonna and it comes from his comedy background too. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
the best takes are just
Mm-hmm.
when we just improv it out. And then you end up seeing them keep that for the show, and you're like,
So
oh, okay. So yeah, Miguel's
I
nonstop laughter.
because a scene that's supposed to be serious that made me laugh is when the Duncan's cousin was like, "Hey, he been putting his hand, on you been putting his hand on cousin," and he had the audacity to come out and say, "Hold up, Lando, that's a long time ago." I was like, "What?" Like that was his excuse. Like, it was not that. I mean, he could have came up with anything. I was drunk, or I made a mistake. He was like, "Oh man, that was a long time ago, man. Let that."
You
and
never know what's going to come out of his mouth. So
and he's a like you said he's a brilliant actor, can go in and out from being serious to silly, but I would just wonder that when you're a supporter and you see him in his zone.
oh,
And
I have to go back and go somewhere else because
yeah,
I'm not trying to ruin the scene for me laughing
right,
because it
because
might happen. It might happen. I'm sure. Hey, kudos to the crew because I know sometimes they want to laugh too.
and they had
They
to keep it together.
got to keep it together.
um my next question for you is as you continue to evolve as an actor and do other things and other projects. Do you plan on getting on the side of far as like your own I guess production company where you can put out uh, content, some storylines that in your head that you may be thinking about that hasn't been done yet, hasn't been seen yet.
You know, who knows what the future holds? I definitely want to do more TV shows, more movies, maybe direct one day.
Okay.
Um, so have my own production company. I never thought of it, but you never know. When I can get to that place in my career where maybe I can start my own stuff, that would be really cool. That would be really
I'm
cool.
just
I,
I'm
I
just trying
don't
to
want to
put it out
be,
there.
yeah, listen, I claim and manifest it all. I definitely want to, I don't want to be just tied down to one genre. I want to be able to tackle them all. So, that's definitely the goal for what's next.
Especially with so much content out, and especially like with Carl Gilliard. I know Carl, and what he's doing with his production and his comedy. He sent me something where he had him and Trisha and her husband, and one with Miguel where they were belittling him like he wasn't an actor. Like it was
Hmm.
hilarious. And so I was like, I could see Arrington doing something, maybe not exactly that, but something
Right, right.
where you begin to, especially with so much places now to put content. People want
Yeah.
new content. So I was just trying to see, was that something that you ever thought about in this business that you're in the entertainment business. um
Hmm.
how do you keep your sanity, man, that far as people see your character and then they actually meet Arrington, they see Rio
Hmm.
first and then they meet Arrington. How do you keep your
Hmm.
sanity where you're trying to just be you, who Arrington is, and not who people want or expect you to be?
Right. Honestly, it's God, it's prayer, it's meditation, it's just knowing my family values. The best compliment I can get is when people say they meet me and they're like, "Oh my God, he was so nice, he was so humble, he was so down to earth." I don't ever want to get a big head in this industry because I know what it felt like to struggle and to get to where I'm at now, and still got a long way to go. But yeah, I just try to be myself, shout outs to Netflix because it's made the show even more popular. So,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I'm getting a little bit more recognized now, which is always just a blessing and heartwarming. Um, yeah, I just try to remain having a good circle of friends,
Hmm.
people that are going to hold me accountable, family, and just, just try to stay level headed. That's what I
Well,
try
that's
to
good.
do.
That's good. As far as like what that the last part you just said, as far as people hold you accountable,
Hmm.
who love you, support you, but
Right.
really don't care about that. I'm talking about far as for themselves. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
therefore they can champion you, and then if they see
They be like,
like,
hold on now,
yeah, right,
bring that
bag up,
back,
yeah, yeah,
back up.
yeah, then that allows you to know where home is. That's the good part.
Hmm.
That allows you to
Hmm.
always know where home is. It's bad when the people around you start changing, then you don't know where home is. You get lost.
Yeah,
So
it's very easy to get lost in this business and in this industry, especially when all my family's on the East Coast. So living out living out in Los Angeles can be very challenging when you don't have all your family there. But we have phones and we have
yeah,
FaceTime and social media and I've established some good friends out here and good friends back home. So I just try to stay around positive people. Like this point in my life, I just want peace. If it's not bringing me peace,
I'm with you. I'm
person or place or thing, I
I'm
gotta
with you.
exit stage left.
Okay, okay. There's a reason
That's
why I don't talk to you.
yeah, yeah. And it's not even a bad thing. Sometimes it's just, I think Tyler Perry had said something where as you
Mhm.
get more successful and you keep going higher in the mountain, not everybody can go up with you.
No,
And
everybody, yeah.
I take that to heart because there are a lot of people that may have been with me in the beginning of this journey and they're just not there anymore. And it's nothing wrong. It's no shade to them. I still wish everyone the best, even my enemies, if I have any of those. I just want everybody to just win and do what they got to do. That just means you may not just be in my space to receive that,
And that happens
but
because
the real
that's
ones are there.
well, that happened because that's just evolution of life. You don't even have to be in the position
Right.
you're in. You could just work a regular job, and eventually, some people you will just grow apart from. It's not nothing about you mad at them, they mad at you. It's just your interests change, and
You're just going in two different
yeah,
directions.
you're just
Yep.
going in two different directions. With the with you guys filming right now, the new season.
Hmm.
uh who in the family is giving you notes to go take the car, like, look, hey, tell him your character need to do this right here.
You know what? I get some I get some family members sometimes too. Like I could just get Carl on speed dial and tell him
Uh,
what to do. Like no, I can't. Like I gotta. This is what he has written. This is what
right.
he wants. But I'll get some fans to say some crazy theories or they want me to have a love interest or something like that. I'm just like, listen, y'all. I just come to do my job,
Okay, you trying to get me
and
to
that's
rock
it.
the boat, you trying to get me to rock the boat.
Yeah,
You tr-
or people be like, "Don't you give Sebastian no more heat?" I'm like, "Listen, you know, like, so I just try to stay neutral, just stay tuned to find out." That's
okay,
all I
just
can
stay tuned. Oh man, because I know how I am. When you know someone and they start to, whether it's music or film like
Mhm.
yourself, entertainment, and you champion them because you're a fan of them as an individual, and then you
Right.
start saying, "Hey, look, you need more FaceTime. You need more screen action, man. Let me."
Listen, I think the fans might have had something to do with it because they love Rio, they love my character, and so I think the fans would be. I can tell you this, I think the fans would be happy to see um, more of Rio in this season. So
I you
you guys did good.
you
Keep
you
keep scroll
keep
keep
keep keep keep.
keep commenting, keep saying that you want more of Rio. Carl, he
Well,
listens, he
look at.
sees.
I'm gonna put this in the atmosphere. I can see a good spinoff of the
Hey,
show. Watch this with
hey,
you. Watch this with you and is this character named Nevada?
oh Nevada,
The,
my nephew.
yeah, yeah. I could see
Hmm.
with Louis, playing the Mexican because being able the Mexican mob boss because you're going back. He's going back and forth, but
Mm-hmm.
you could you
Senior
would
Cruz.
yeah, Senor Cruz being that bridge going back, but he's always contacting you. I could see a spinoff with you two guys because your characters are the two in the family that much Duncan's, but the unexpected because you look at them and you assume that they won't harm you. That's your
Right,
assumption.
right. We have
And
our own specialties, you know.
yeah, and I can see a good spinoff with you two guys
Listen,
doing
from your
something.
lips to God's ears,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
telling
Yeah,
you,
I try to put it out there, man. I try to put it out there.
Rio can have a spinoff. I'm down for that. Give me a spinoff, a movie, something. I'm with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. My last question for you is
Mhm,
when you're not acting, when
mhm.
when you're not working, what is it that Arrington likes to do?
Ooh, I like to do a lot of things. I like to travel, if I can. I like working out. I like the gym. That makes me feel positive. Hiking. I love the water. So if anybody
Okay.
sees me by the beach or the pool, that's where I'll be. And then just, having good, funny conversations with friends. I love doing a little karaoke here and there, having some fun, um, watching movies and yeah, just living life and food. I love food. So if you catch me out at a restaurant,
uh,
you'll see me there because I love to eat. So
you
yeah.
are you one you like trying or eating a lot of different new things, or you have your what you like and that's pretty much just all you want to eat?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. I don't
Okay.
mind trying new things. But when all else fails, a good steak or a burger and fries would be what I get. But but I'm always willing to try a new place if it's
Okay.
if it's got some good reviews, good ambiance, good music, good vibes, good food.
Okay.
That's right up my alley.
Uh-oh. No, that's me. I hit the wrong thing. Well, I much success, man, on what you're doing on the show. Um, I just wanted to put that shot there just in case they didn't think
Hey,
that Rio can, can get down. I just want to make
there
sure I
you
put
go.
that shot up there. But
That's a good shot. That's a good shot.
that's a good shot.
I
But
like that.
much success, much blessings, man. Continue to stay safe and stay blessed. I want to bring you back. And when I bring you back, I probably want to try to pair you with Trisha and Senor Cruz, and if I can get Miguel, and
Yeah, let me know.
just kind of probably talk about far as the probably I probably wait to the ending of the new season, kind of wait to the ending
Hmm.
of it, and just that way we could get into talking about the season and all that. So
Yeah,
much
for
success, man.
sure.
Continue to keep doing what you're doing, man, and we love you, man.
I appreciate you. Thank you for doing this again.
Peace.